Good morning. We're at Paynes Prairie Preserve State Park, aka the Great Alachua Savannah. We're on the Chua Trail on the north end of what is now the state park. We're a little bit north of the Alachua Sink. There's a, barely see it over here, there's a water control device. We're north of that. For whatever reason, they feel it necessary to control the water flow back into the sink. So they're doing that. These little dots all over this little teeny pond, and I'm looking at probably 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 12, 13 that I can see right now in front of me. Little dots are alligator heads. No, I don't see any monsters. They're all juveniles, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet. From where I'm sitting right now, I can't see any big boys. But typically in the gator world, they separate themselves. Juveniles don't necessarily go walking all over top of the 14-footers because 14-footers will eat them. The Savannah is waking up, as you can hear. Hopefully you can hear the birds in the background are going nuts. And I didn't hear any of this yesterday, so I'm assuming these are all wading birds, wetland birds. This is the wetter part of the prairie, although the water is very low. Anyone who's been here before, there's a gator path right there. And we don't know that there's one there, but there easily could be one there. That's where they hang out, on the side of the bank. But anyone who's been here before can tell just by looking, this water is very low. Very, very low. I see evidence of horses up here, some fresh, so we could see some horses. Another gator trail, gator bed. I'm not sure we're gonna, oh, there's some really cool shots of herons in flock. Not sure if you'll be able to see that or not. Maybe I can dial into it. No, maybe I can't. Okay, here we go. They're off in the distance, so it's kind of difficult to tell. But they're all waking up. And here's another part of this little water area. I don't call it a lake, but it's part of a canal. This is all created by the water that accumulates on the prairie, and it gradually descends to this area and funnels down through the Alachua Sink, which is a great big, essentially lake. It's a sinkhole, but it's all part of a much larger ecological system. And there's kiosks up back behind me further that explain it much better than I could. But this is an extremely important ecological area for the entire state of Florida right here. I mean, this is enormous. So we got more gator heads. I'm assuming those aren't just heads floating, there's bodies beneath them. Sunday morning humor. Work with me. There's one sticking out a little bit larger than some of them. This is my favorite, well, it still is my favorite part of the, well, there's some really cool flocks up there. This is my favorite part of Paynes Prairie Preserve State Park. Even still, but it always has been before, because it was a very pristine area. I don't want to say they completely ruined it, but they have not improved it. They've brought in boardwalks. They've brought in a traveling kiosk bus with rangers sitting out there all day. They have strollers, wheelchairs, kids just walking around willy-nilly. People that come out here have no idea of the wildness and the danger that exists right here. They see an alligator sitting on the side of a bank and they think they can just walk up and look at it. Well, you can't. And so they brought in the rangers to keep people away, rather than keep the people away, or keep people who can't be here out. And they brought in signs upon signs upon signs. What we're looking at right there, that is evidence of horses. Horses have trod this area recently, and or it could be bison, but I haven't seen any bison out here yet, so I'm just going to go with horses for now. But it could easily be bison, some large hoofed animal. Not aware of any hogs being in this area, so I can't say that there's been hogs out here. Highly recommend this area. Highly recommend anybody coming here get here before everybody else does. Because come afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock, this place will be filled with strollers and children and grandma and grandpa and everybody else just coming out to kind of looky-loo around. It used to be a place for intrepid adventurers, but it's not that way anymore. But if you're patient and persistent, you can still see 10-foot, 12-foot alligator draped across the canal area here, the dike. This is new since I've been out here. It hasn't been that long since I've been out here, but that's new. This is a path leading out to the greater prairie. Now, during the wetter season, everything that we're seeing now, this is extremely low. This is probably 8 or 10 feet low. I've been here before where there's been water blocking the trail. You couldn't get across the trail. So that tells you a little bit something about the water level right now. Because we're in the dry season. We're getting into the dry season. So. But this area used to be very pristine, and it's become very much like Cones Dike, where everybody comes out for a little bit of a stroll. It's like a mile and a half out, mile and a half back. Let's just go take a little walk off lunch. But this is the most wilderness part of the park that's accessible. And we've only seen a few gators, but I've been here before where there have been gators on top of gators on top of gators. 10, 12, 14 footers, just 30, 40, 50 of them. I got videos of it. It's just lying about one another, on top of one another. I got some looky-loos behind me, so I'm trying to pace up and keep them off my back. So this is basically sunrise at Paynes, aka the Great Alachua Savannah, what Bartram called the Great Alachua Savannah. I'm certain my eyes are playing tricks on me, but looks like there's a big old bunch of something over there. Couldn't be deer. Those are big herons. Oh man, that's a big, huge. Oh, those are sandhills. Those are sandhills. Absolutely. Holy moly. I've never seen so many sandhills in one place at one time. That is incredible. 2, 4, 6. Or are those sandhills? Yeah, those are bigger than average, and they stretch out all across this area right here. Wow. There's got to be 40 of them. Incredible. Again, this gives you an idea of how low the water is. This would ordinarily be filled with water. And this over here as well. It's a perfect day. The sun isn't out yet. Overcast, cloudy. That is incredible to see so many of those birds. They're such beautiful, majestic animals. If I have any bird watcher in me, it starts there. And it goes on to herons and ibis and of course anything, eagle, hawk, osprey, whatever. Those are all incredible birds. Not really into little teeny tiny birds, sparrow, warblings, whatever they call them. Man. I hope that the cacophony of sound that I'm hearing all around me is at least a little bit coming through on the audio here. It's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. I think the Everglades is the last time I heard anything like this. I've been here before, I've never heard anything like this. I see a bunch of larger animals up here, at least it looks like animals. Certainly breaks in the sight line. It may be the horses. There's a lot of evidence of horse, fresh evidence of horse out here as well. So there's the horses.
No, those are the bison.
There's the bison. All right, praise God. I couldn't tell. You saw the horses also? Sweet. Well, I seen, they're obviously right here. You can see, so cool bison. I was all over Combs Dike yesterday, all day long, and I couldn't see any evidence of them or anything. I saw the horses, so it's good to know we're gonna get to see some bison. Oh, is that right? I didn't know that. Cool. Thanks. All right, praise God. We got bison. I was wrong. Those are not horses. Those are the bison. This is huge for me. This is extremely exciting for me. I've been here 30 times, and I've seen 8 bison one time up close. One other time I saw 2 or 3 milling about from the observation tower, but it was nothing like seeing up close. Oh, look at this beauty. Wood stork. Hey, wood storky. And again, I don't think my camera is good enough to pick up what you're seeing off in the distance, but there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of very large birds. I don't know if they're cranes or what, but oh my gosh, we're going to see the bison. How incredible is this? Bison! Bison! Staggering, positively staggering. Oh, there's bison droppings. That's amazing. The horses are off in the distance. Again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this in this camera or a bigger screen or whatever, but right straight back beyond that huge flock of birds, another several hundred yards, are the horses. You can see that very plainly. This is the bison. We're seeing the bison. I can't believe it. All the times I've been here, I've never seen them like this ever. Oh my gosh, amazing, amazing. They're moving. The bison are moving. And I'm actually seeing them. I know people that come up here one or two times, have no clue what this place is about, walk out to the observation deck, see the bison, eat some popcorn and go home. And I've been up here, I can't tell you how many times I've spent the entire day on this prairie searching for these things. Going down their trails, in and out, up and down, all around. And to be able to see them here like this is incredible. This place has lived up to its name today. I will tell you, between the birds, the gators, and now the bison and the horses, there's another flock of horses off, or flock, another small herd of horses off in the distance here. So that puts them in relation to ones over there. Amazing, amazing. I'm seeing the bison. I'm seeing the bison. Hey little bison, what's up homies? Oh, this is crazy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 bison. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I just have to sit here a few minutes and soak this in. This is incredible. To beyond this, if you can see it pretty clearly, I don't know if it comes out on the big screen or not, but to the left, the farthest left of these bison, just behind, well, in the center of them as well, now I'm looking at it, there's enormous, well, they're getting ready to go down, they're getting ready to smack down. Let's go, let's go. Have a bullfight, homies, let's go. There's an enormous grouping of various kinds of birds. Astonishing, absolutely astonishing. Can't even convey, words don't describe. I spent all day out here yesterday on the other side and didn't catch a glimpse of these things. It's because they were all over here. They don't, run from one side to the other willy-nilly. They, they graze, they sleep, they eat, they graze, they sleep, they eat, they eat. So if you're going to find them, they're going to be in the same place tomorrow that they were in today. But a week from now, they might graze on down a mile or 3 or 4. Incredible, incredible. All right, we're going to film these in a different format. Take some pictures. Thanks for joining.